got fitted Japan. Yeah, all the time me on business. I'm all about my business, but I ain't got no briefcase. Yeah, all I got's some whiskey. Open now the whiskey, bring it to you. Yeah, I'm leaning up against the door, and my feet stuck to the floor, and we're messing on go. Yeah, I've been in before. I'm a broken man, needing remedial lands. I'm all about my business. Let me love you till the morning. Let me love you till the morning, yeah.
What's up, fitters, and welcome to yet another action-packed episode of Got Fitted Japan, and I am your host, Johnny.
Did you miss me, Johnny?
I did.
I'm Tom Tokyo. I'm back again. After a bit of a hiatus, I believe.
Yeah, Tom, and we're all proud of you. Apparently you've been sober for like 3 months now.
Yeah, sobriety sucks, but I'm on the wagon, so what are you going to do?
Oh, gosh. Hey, I mean, I'm drinking shochu right now. I've had a horrible April 1st, April Fool's Day. I guess I'm the fool today. So I'm drinking shochu. Is that okay? We're doing this remotely, so I mean, this could be water. In fact, I am drinking water. Fire water.
Yes, I'm sure you are.
All right. And
Is it water out of the toilet?
the toilet of the gods. It's shochu, bro. So that's right, man.
I don't know if I've been to that place. I don't know if I would like to go.
I'm sure you've been there. I'm sure you've been there several times. Oh my gosh. But faders, yes, it is April Fool's Day right now in 2026, April 1st, the year of our Lord, as they say, I guess. And me and Tom are chilling in Tokyo, South Tokyo. And today we've got a lot of crazy stuff for you. We're going to talk about what's currently going on with us, and then we're going to talk about the wild news that's happening this week here in Japan. And you're probably wondering, Johnny, how come there hasn't been a show in about a week or so? Well, faders, I've been busy, super busy. I'm organizing a festival that's going on next week, a 7-day festival with 85 people working for me, and they all have questions all at the same time. So you do the math. That's like so many questions all the time. It's crazy, absolutely crazy. Organizing a festival is a terrible idea. No, don't do it. I'm at the end of my rope. If you haven't noticed, I'm a little bit stressed. And today's been crazy. Tom, before I start rambling on about my crazy day, first off, what episode is it, and how have you been, bro?
805. Still doing construction. It's not bad. It really isn't.
Okay, so yeah. So you got a new construction job, right?
Because I am a mercenary and I work for the highest bidder. So yeah.
I love that. That's great. We should all be like that. We should all be working for the highest bidder. So now you're working for a new construction company. Are you in Tokyo proper? Or are you in the Tokyo suburbs? Or where are you at?
Tokyo proper, actually really close to you, Omotesando.
Oh, wow. Omotesando, nice. Do you have a bow tie while you're like...
walk down the street? I get to walk down the street like a homeless bum, like covered in dust and dirt. On this, it's not quite Ginza, but it's pretty fashionable. So I'm just walking around, and they were just looking at me, going, "What the hell?" It's I don't care. I made an honest dollar today.
Hey,
or two, or three, or four.
Oh, that's fantastic. Well, I'm glad you made an honest dollar.
Yeah. Yeah, I get a little bit dusty and dirty and sweaty and stinky, but it's at least in a rage, in a healthy way.
That's good. You look good, man. You look really good. And welcome back to the rat race. The rat race hasn't been treating me very well recently. My gosh.
Rat race is for white collar workers, which I believe you are. Not me. I'm blue collar all the way, baby.
Yeah. Well, that's good. Well, I don't know, man. I'm an artist. I don't know what. Maybe mine's multicolor.
Multicolor. The psychedelics, the Johnny style, Johnny special.
Tie-dye. I like to go with tie-dye. I'm the tie-dye collar, I guess. But, oh man, yeah, my business has been crazy. Everything's breaking on me. My stove broke. The lights in my kitchen broke. My internet, obviously, is kind of broken. My microphone, faders, my microphone, whoa! My microphone is pretty much broken. This isn't working today. So I'm using my PC. Oh gosh, that's busted. Using my PC's microphone. So if this sounds terrible, it's all Johnny's fault. I sincerely apologize for this free podcast. Please sign up for the Patreon.
It might be my fault as well. Might be my fault as well. Because coming home, Johnny calls me and he goes, "Hey dude, you want to do a podcast?" I was like, "That sounds really cool because I haven't done that in a while. Let's do this, Johnny. Can you get the news going?" "Sure. I got off work an hour early. What could possibly go wrong?" My phone broke.
Yep.
And I spent an hour or two with the bullshit, and it's SoftBank, which sucks anyway. So I go in there and I have to speak in Japanese, and they're like, "Yeah, your phone's broke. Can I get it fixed?" "Yes." "We're gonna write the data." "No, don't do that." "Can you go to this shop? Can you go to this shop? Can you wait 2 weeks?" "No, I literally need it for work because if I don't mail and call my dude, it's the babysitting level, but like I have a good job, but there's like, how do you say, requirements? So I have to like mail my boss and call my boss literally every day.
That sucks.
So it sucks, but like I had to go through yeah, I know. I had to go SoftBank, and they're like, "Oh, we want you to bend over and take it up the butt. Would you like a condom? No condom. Lube or no lube? Now, what kind of condom would you?" Nah, they screw you anyway.
Wait, you're talking about your boss or SoftBank?
SoftBank, man, the phone company, man, they always screw you one way or another. I had to like rigmarole with them and say, "Give me a new phone. What's the cheapest you got?" So I like, if I sound like shit on my end, then maybe that's why.
You should sound better than me because I'm using a really old computer. You've got a brand new phone. Or maybe we both sound like crap.
A brand new phone, which is the cheapest one on the market.
Well, Shogunai, as they say.
I don't know, man.
Oh, man. And Shogunai...
we already talked about this. We already went back and forth. Let's not dwell on the negative. Let's move on to the positive. So, Arts Tank events.
Oh, dude, I like the cut of your jib. Yeah, let's talk about Tokyo Art Tank. So, faders, next week is Tokyo Art Tank from April 6th to April 12th, and it's a 7-day art exhibition, and on every single day we've got all sorts of exciting, interesting things for you. We've got on Monday, we've got a reception party with DJs, and all the art is going to be shown, and all the artists are going to be there. On Tuesday, we've got a game bridge night where basically many game makers, like board game makers, are going to come in and demonstrate their games, and you can play the games with them. And then we're going to have yoga and art classes.
Board games?
Board games it is, yes. I'm a board game player. I love having a couple of beers and playing some board games. And then we're also going to have yoga and art classes.
Really?
Yes. So,
sorry. Yeah. It sounds really cool. Sorry.
Oh, yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. But then we're going to have yoga and art classes where you can do yoga in an art gallery, which is a visual, mental, and emotional stimulating experience. And then on Wednesday, we've got a film festival where 6 Tokyo-based filmmakers are going to come in and exhibit their films. And we have, I think, about 16 films which are going to be shown. And then on the day after that, we've got a creative writing workshop and a haiku poetry writing class, which is going to be really cool. And then the day after that, which is Friday, we have 3 bands performing live in the gallery. And then the day after that, we have 3 DJs. We're going to be DJing only vinyl, old school funk and disco records. One kid's like 13 years old. It's going to be really, really exciting. So on every single day, we've got all these great events. And on top of that, all these events are free. So you can come in and do anything you want. And and what we're trying to do is build a huge art community that's introducing like our art community to the world and the world into our art community, if that makes any sense. And on top of that, the cherry on top of the cake, we've got 35 artists showcasing the best work that they have that represents spring in Japan in 5 rooms. Plus, we have a full bar, and the bartenders are crazy because they're all new and they have no idea how to pour a drink. So every single drink that you get is going to be strong. You want a gin and tonic? Imagine 50-50. If you want a highball, imagine 50-50. If you want a beer, well, you can't really mess up a beer. You're just going to get a beer, but c'est la vie, right? So anyway, it's a full-on art experience, and it's going to be absolutely spectacular. And how much does it cost to come in? Nothing. Zip zero. It is free. But we do highly recommend that you buy something from some of the artists, a sticker, a postcard, a painting, a t-shirt, something like that, because when you buy something from the artists, it does support them and keeps them alive and helps inspire them to build and make more artwork for the world. So yeah, that's a community that we're developing. If I sound a little drunk and stressed, it's because I'm officially a little drunk and a little stressed. Thank you, Shochu. Mwah.
Yeah, man. Our good buddy Anthony H going to be showing his wares off.
Heck yeah, man. I was hanging out with Anthony H last weekend, man. He's doing great.
Yeah, dude. I haven't seen him in person, but I talked to him a little bit because my little kid, my child is 6 now, and he just started basketball. And I was like,
Nice.
yo, buddy. Like, I know Anthony H is also a big basketball fan. And I talked to him, and I was like, yo, like, his oldest is, I guess, got a full ride to go to university and play ball. And I talked to him. I was like, "How did you teach your child?" Because I used to play ball back in the day. I'm not saying I did start on my team like junior high school and high school. I'm not saying I was the best. I was just bigger and stronger than everybody else, and I knocked him around. So I'm not saying the best, but like, I'm teaching my kid to play basketball. I'm like, "Yo, your kid's like doing this and that." And, went to university and pro. I just like, "Oh no, no, dude, he just signed up with a pro team," and I was like, "Damn."
That's pretty cool.
That's really cool. Yeah, I talked to him a little bit about that. And also I got to put in my request. I was like, yo, remember a couple of years ago, like I put in a request for some custom sneakers from him because he's a shoemaker.
Yep.
Cobbler. The technical term is a cobbler. I feel weird about saying that. It's an old archaic term. A cobbler is a shoemaker. Let's just call him a shoemaker. He makes crazy shoes. Yeah, but like I put in a request, it's like, yo, I put in a request to him, but he was just upgrading equipment. Said, let me get back to you. And like, shit happened with both of us.
Of course.
But now it's like, yo, this is on my bucket list, and I want those shoes. Here's what I want.
Cool.
So I'm getting them.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, congratulations. I have one pair, not one pair, but I got one shoe. Maybe you can see it right up there. So I've got one of his shoes right here. It's like one of his art shoes, so it's like a design shoe. So it's not like something that you can wear. Okay. So I got that one right there next to my Stormtrooper, which I think is cool.
I think I got the other Stormtrooper downstairs.
Dude, that is pretty awesome. Do you know how much those Stormtroopers go for? The unpainted ones? They go for like $1,500. You should sell that. Yeah, and I painted that, so it's a custom job. So you could probably sell that Stormtrooper for at least like maybe $3,000. I was checking on because I wanted to buy more of like the actual models that I could paint, and they're so expensive. And I'm like, oh my god, yeah.
What have I been doing with my life, man? I probably got like all this art lying around. I got like a bunch of stuff from you and like other friends, like just lying around. Some of it's in storage. I'm just like, oh, I don't know, a few paintings or two I haven't unpacked.
Dude, tell me about it. I am surrounded by artworks. Most of it is mine, of course, because this is my studio, but I also have like tons of artwork from so many other artists. Yeah, it's a beautiful thing to have artwork surrounding you. It's great. It's something that I absolutely adore. I don't think I could live without artwork. Oh my gosh. But holy smokes, that Stormtrooper that you have, no joke, dude. It's really, really worth a lot of money. Paintless, but since yours is custom painted, I can't even imagine how much money you can get for it. So if you want to shop, if you ever need $1 to buy a new cell phone,
I might remember that. I felt kind of bad because my child walked in there. Remember, like me and my wife, my child walked in there. I think he was 3 at the time. Walked in there. And like we're like, hey Johnny, how you doing? My kid just runs in there, grabs it off the shelf, and starts flying it around. I'm like, how much for that? And can you give me the friend discount?
I did give you the friend discount.
You did give me the friend discount.
I did,
like,
absolutely.
I was like, don't do that. I took him like, you ever been to Sapiens in Harajuku?
No.
Sapiens?
No.
Oh, dude, you should absolutely go if you're into comics or anything. I went with our good friend Brian Badcock, like who's also like mega into comics. Like, dude, it's just like comics. If it's just just like, you know, hardcore, like the mock-ups and the statues, and like it's basically adult toys, not in the sexy way adult toys, but like, you know, toys for adults that want collectibles. They got money, but like, yeah, it's just like wall to wall, like anything you can name, sci-fi, like, you know, all the comics, all the action figures, whatever, like really, really cool mock-ups. Last time I was in there, they had like, you know, the Hellbat.
What, the one that you got me for my birthday?
No. Like, you know, just the concept, like the Hellbat, like, so it's Batman's Iron Man suit.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I got it. Yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, but they had a really cool mock-up. They had a lot of cool stuff. Like you can think of like some of all the horror characters, or like they got a bunch of cool Spider-Man or whatever. Like space is a little bit limited. It's not a huge place, but like whatever is like cool in vogue, like they've got awesome mock-ups of it. Like, it's good that my kid's a little bit older, because the first time I took him in there, he was 3. Like same time I took him to the art gallery. Big signs everywhere. Do not touch. Tell that to a 3-year-old. It's like, stop it.
Yeah, you know, the cool thing about Japan is they're not going to call the cops, but they will kick you out. Oh man, jeez Louise. So it's Sakura season, cherry blossom season. Have you had an opportunity to see the cherry blossoms at all?
Yeah, dude, I was in like what was it? Like I was in Nakameguro last week, my old haunt.
Oh, for real, dude, it was crazy, man. I was with Anthony H all day on Sunday, right? We saw some beetle wrestling.
I missed you by a day, man. That sucks.
You would have loved it, dude. Yeah, we went to see the beetle matches. You know, like pro wrestling. Well, you could do that here in Japan with like stag beetles. It was absolutely crazy. So we saw a bunch of stag beetle fights and stuff. And after that, I got off at Ebisu.
Oh, they still have those?
What, stag beetle fights?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, yeah, here's a photo. I'm not gonna put this on the internet because this one's like, I don't know, this one's kind of private. Like, I mean, it took me forever to be able to get into this, but here you see this? All right, so just another reason for why you should watch us on YouTube. But yeah, so basically, here, maybe if I hold it up like that, do you see that? It's the stag beetles.
Yeah. Like I'm aware of this has been going on for like in Japan for like centuries, because like we didn't have a stag beetle, we had a rhinoceros beetle.
Yeah.
So basically, like the males are super aggressive, and like if you put them together, like they're solitary creatures, they'll fight. They'll just go at it.
Yeah.
And,
I mean,
and people like bet on them and everything.
no. No, there's no gambling.
No?
No gambling whatsoever. No.
No?
No, dude, these guys are just hardcore beetle lovers and they just love the sport. So it's like, imagine watching like kids wrestle, like kids wrestling. You know, nobody's gambling or anything like that. It's the same thing for this. There's zero. I thought there might be, you know? I was like, whoa, this is my first time going, right? So anyway, but no, there's no gambling whatsoever, and it was just like people who love beetles, who love like wrestling and fighting beetles and stuff. So basically, that's what happened, and it was really really exciting. Lots of fun. Lots of people were there. Me and Anthony went to the convenience store and bought a lot of beer. So we got all these beers, and we went in there, and it's cool because like all the loser beetles. The breeders, the guys who breed these beetles, they don't want the losers, right? They only want to keep their winners. So whenever like a beetle loses, they don't want it anymore. So they give it to the kids who are there. So Anthony H's kid, he wound up with like 6 or 7 beetles. So he walked out with these huge stag beetles, and I kind of wanted one, but I didn't want to be like one of those guys like, hey, could I have a stag beetle too? You know? You know, I probably should have though, because they were really cool. But none of the beetles got hurt or anything like that. It was like just basically beetles like kind of like wrestling each other, and it was kind of like pro wrestling because sometimes they would flip them over, and they actually had these weird moves that they would do. I guess it's like some part of their nature where they know how to fight like this. But it was really cool and really exciting. However, after the beetle fights, yes, please.
No, like we got one last year, and like they only live like they don't live super long, but like yeah, our next door neighbor was just like had a bunch of them, and we just like walked by, like I was with my kid, and they're like, "What's going on here?" It's like, "Do you want one?" So we hatched one from a larva. You just like put them in dirt, but we had a rhinoceros beetle. It's got like the big horn.
Yep.
What you're describing as stag beetles, they got like stags because they got the antlers on the sides. So it's more kind of like pincer like.
Yep, that's right. Yep.
Those are cool too.
Yeah, they're super
Yeah, but
cool.
like apparently they're solitary creatures, so they just chill and do their own thing. But if a male sees another male, it's like that's the competition, so they'll fight. But they
Yeah.
don't actually kill each other. Those
Yeah.
crazy horns they have, like basically is what they do is they wrestle for a little bit and they'll flip them over. They flip them over on their back. They put them out of commission.
Mhm.
It means like they're not gonna die, but like they're just like out of commission. They can't like they're no longer competition anymore. So that's how they assert dominance.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah,
it
so
was
it's
a
pretty
lot of
wild.
fun. It was so much fun. I mean, after a couple of beers, it was just like, yeah, this is great. But they're so gentlemanly. Like nobody claps because if you clap for one person, it means it's sad for the other person who lost. It's very respectful. And another cool
Really
thing, oh, dude, it is really
interesting.
respectful. And another interesting thing is, it is all inclusive. The Beetle fights are just so all inclusive. You have like kids that are in college, like college looking like kids. Their Beatles are fighting like guys who are like in their 70s. You have like there's a couple of transgender like people that were there. They had Beatles that were fighting, and there was like business people, and then there's like the cool rich guy who was wearing Ray-Bans. And it was kind of like an 80s ski movie. It was like all these different kind of characters are all fighting, or maybe the end of Over the Top, that arm wrestling movie with Sylvester Stallone. It's just like all these different characters are there with their Beatles. And this was the Tokyo Championship. So some of these guys were from like really far away. Like I heard a couple of people say Hominy, and I was like, oh, that guy's from Osaka. So it was kind of
Uh,
cool.
that almost sounds like a video game because like wouldn't it be like how you say you'd have like the Beetle trainer. But
Hmm.
like if you want to have a video game, you'd be like, the Beatles would be different. They did different stats, but like the trainer would also be like it'd be a diverse crowd because you don't want a
Oh,
bunch of old geezers, you don't want a bunch of young boys. You want to get throw some women in there,
yeah,
some young girls, older girls, just like everything, and make it international, blah 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 blah. Street Fighter 2, the World Warrior,
yeah, yeah. It was
right?
like,
Because like you
yeah.
like get throw a little bit of diversity, and everyone can play. Video games are all play it your way
Hmm.
because like
Hmm.
everybody, let's be honest, everybody plays the character that they kind of connect with, right? So
True that.
that's what it sounds like to me, just like
Yeah.
I would love to see that, dude. Like if next time you get a chance to go, like ring me up, I'll totally be there, and I might even bring my son. Could be a good fun experience for everybody.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And I mean, if you really want a Beetle, like, I mean, everybody that has a Beetle that lost, they really truly don't want them anymore. So, I mean, your son could wind up with like a couple of gifts or something. But the thing is, though, this one here was like really hard to get into. I'm not sure like how often these happen or anything like that. For me, like, I had a friend that had a friend or something, and so that's how I kind of got in. So don't ask me. I'm not going to tell anybody about
All
this.
right, all right, all
Anyway.
right.
Anyway, so me and Anthony saw the Beetle fights, and then afterwards, I walked down Megro River, and Megro River on Sunday was a mess. There were so many people there, and then there's so much garbage. Like people are like buying stuff or whatever at convenience stores, just throwing the wrappers on the ground. And I'm sure like most of it was like foreigners and tourists that were doing it. I can't, because before Japanese, you would never ever litter, especially at Meguro River. So, and then there's so many tourists. Like, I don't know if they're foreigners living here, if they're tourists or whatever. I don't know, but there's so many international people. Like, it kind of looked like New York in certain areas, where I was just like, holy smokes. I hear Spanish, German, a whole lot of different languages that I don't know where they're from. And then a few, there's a Japanese person right there, a few Japanese people. But yeah, it was crazy. And there's like plastic bags and wrappers and cigarette butts. I'm like, dude, come on, man. This isn't Kabukicho. This is fucking Meguro River. I mean, people got Maseratis in this area.
Yeah, there's a lot of luxury cars. I don't know, like we were there on Saturday. It wasn't as crowded as I was used to it because like I used to live there for like a long, long time. Like
Yeah,
you do still as well, but I used to live like practically on the river.
you did.
It was like literally across the street. Like it was crowded, but like not like I remembered in years past. But like I went there, like with this whole thing with my wife, like she wanted to bring my son to hang out with some of the other kids that he used to go to school with. And so I was like, I mean, I can go to these events. Like, I'm cool to like, like see the festivities for a bit, but like, I wanted to go back and do my own thing because like, it's just like, it's all the mothers and the kids talking. I'm just like, yeah, it's cool to see you, but like, they want their girls talking. Like, I'm just like, okay, nice to see you all. Like, I'm just gonna head back home.
Yeah. Got it.
So I did that, but like it got notably more crowded on my way home. But I left earlier. I left around a little bit after lunchtime. My wife was like, "Oh, it was crazy on the way back." I was like,
Yeah.
okay, all right.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a beautiful time of year. It's great. It brings like a lot of the neighbors together, which is kind of great. And yeah, it's fun. But I gotta say, the tourist situation is out of control. Yeah, I can't, garbage and this. Oh God, it really pisses me off. I think next year I'm gonna start some kind of like a neighborhood thing where like we wear vests, we just pick up garbage, just to do our civic duty, just to keep this area clean.
No, they do that, dude. There's neighborhood stuff you can sign up for.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. I think I'll definitely sign up to like clean up this mess because I felt bad. I was just like, oh God, some of this is gonna wind up in the river. Oh man, and I just love that river. That river. I'll tell you one thing. I think there's this some kind of magic in Megro River because every time I go there when I'm like pissed off or tired or exhausted, and I just sit down and have a beer and I just see the water just go by. And any time of year, winter, summer, spring, whatever, I just feel so calm and at peace. It's such a wonderful river. And like during like Corona, me and Scott from Creepdown, we used to go down to the little old depot area where they used to have like loading and uploading and unloading and stuff down by the station or whatever. We go over there and we just drink beers for like hours on end, because we couldn't go to any bars, and we just watch the water go by. And it was like it was kind of romantic. No, but no. No, it was just so like calming and relaxing, just like kind of like a great way just to end the evening, just like have a couple of beers with your buddy, because we couldn't go to bars, couldn't go to izakayas, there's no yakitori except for like the underground ones, and you had to get tickets to get into those. So it's just like, I mean, it was like a cool place to go to, and yeah, so I hate to see the river in that area like trashed, it really like depresses me, you know what I'm saying? So God, over tourism's a motherfucker, huh?
I don't know, like I mean, like tourists, it's crowded with tourists. I didn't see tourists behaving badly this go around, but like I did see some incidences like where because I used to because remember like when pandemic first started, like we had nothing else to do, so I was just like I was out there a lot. I was like I can afford the cheap beer, and like you're right, man. Like you used to say down by the river, but like no, but it is really relaxing. You sit there and you just kind of hear the water flow, and you're just like drink beer. My life sucks, but the sound of the river makes it feel so much better.
Yeah, I know where you used to drink. You used to drink by the German restaurant, right where the cheap izakaya is, right by the bridge. Directly north.
Yeah. It looks like, did they reopen that? Because I swear I walked by it. It looked the same, and there was the same old staff there, like some of the Indian ladies.
I'm not sure if they're Indian. I think they're from like Bangladesh, but whatever, it doesn't matter. But anyway, yeah, that place. No, that place. I think that place has always been open. I don't know if they close. I don't go there too often. In fact, I almost never go there.
I don't know. Like I walked by there, but anyway, like, I think we're rambling a little bit. Would you
I
like
think
to
we're
do the news,
completely
my
rambling.
brother?
Huh? Get into the news?
We're completely
All right.
rambling.
It's dude. I haven't seen you in such a long time, and it's April Fools, and like it's been like a long day for both of us. So just having a couple of drinks and although you're not, but hanging out with you and just like catching up and stuff, I think is a great thing. So yeah, cool. So if we're boring anybody, hey man, it's a free podcast. Pfft, c'est la vie. And we're drinking.
No one kicked down the door, put a gun to your head, and said, "Listen to this podcast, man."
God, I wish I
Ain't forcing
could.
you to be here.
I wish I could. All right. Are we still recording? Who knows? Maybe we're not. Let me just double check this. Let me double check this.
I'm here, man. I got a couple good stories, man. Like if you want to go with the news.
Sounds like we're doing much better. Yeah, we're good. Hey, you want to go first?
Yo, what's up, faders? Got Faded Japan has got a new sponsor. Our new sponsor is Gamuso Bar, located in Asagaya, Tokyo. If you're kicking it in Tokyo and you want to get your groove on, get your fade on, you better get your ass down to Gamuso. Gamuso is located in Asagaya. It's about 11 minutes from Shinjuku Station on the Chuo line. Gamuso has weekly bands, weekly performances. And hell, if you got your own event and you want to hold it at Gamuso, we'd love to host you. So contact Gamuso at www.gamuso.com. That's www.gamuso.com. That's right, Gamuso has not only beers in the bottle, but beers on tap. We've got every drink you want, so come on down to Gamuso. Gamuso, and if I'm working, tip me.
Have your attention, please. Attention.
Mitsuya Liquors. Yo, what's up, faders? If you're in Asia, if you're in Japan, if you're in Tokyo, if you're in Asagaya, you better get down to Mitsuya Liquors. That's right, for the most affordable prices in Japan, you can get over 300 different kinds of beer. That's right, over 300 different kinds of beer. And of course, they got all the shochu you need, all the sake you need, and of course, they got wine from California to Italy to France to New Zealand. They got it all. When I say they got it all, they really, seriously got it all. There's no joke about that. So get down to Mitsuya Liquors. And if you go in there and you say, Got Faded Japan, you will be more than welcome to go into their back room and drink those beers that you just purchased. That's right, Got Faded Japan at Mitsuya Liquors. And 3 times a week, they have a sushi chef there. So get your sushi on, get your drink on, get your fade on, and come on down to Mitsuya Liquors, located comfortably in Asagaya, about 5-minute walk from the station.
In Tokyo and craving soul food? We've got just the place for you. Soul Food House in Azabu-Juban. Check out what we do at soulfoodhouse.com. Come by and taste the love. We look forward to feeding you.
Are you in Harajuku with some out-of-town friends or your family or significant others? Yeah! Do you want to chill and drink beer and eat sandwiches while your friends overpay for glitter unicorn socks? Yeah!
And the flavor's gonna make you complete at Harry's Sandwich Company.
So come on down to Harry's Sandwich Company in the heart of Harajuku, right off Takeshita Street. See you there!
Sure, man.
All right, go for it.
I want to read this one because this one popped up, and I think this is just awesome, just from the title alone.
Okay,
All right,
cool.
I'm going to read this verbatim and see what you think. Pair access ChatGTP to try and sell stolen chainsaw. That just sounds awesome.
That sounds ridiculous.
I know. I love you, Japan. Don't ever change.
Ugh, it's changing. All right, read the article.
Kanagawa Prefectural Police have arrested 2 men for allegedly breaking into a warehouse in Gunma Prefecture. Whoa, that's some mileage. Wait. Kanagawa Prefectural Police in Gunma, which is hella far,
It's
way out in the country, earlier this year, and stealing a chainsaw and other items. According to Yuto Nakano and Hirote Urabe, both 21, used generative AI to estimate the value of stolen goods, reports Fuji TV News. In January, Nakano and Urabe allegedly stole a chainsaw and other items from the warehouse. During questioning, Nakano admitted the charges, stating he had committed about 10 similar crimes in Gunma Prefecture. After the incident, Nakano uploaded an image of one of the chainsaws to ChatGTP and asked, "How much can I sell this for?" In February, Nakano was arrested for attempting to break into a house in Yokohama City, Kanagawa Prefecture. During that investigation, his smartphone was found with contain images of the chainsaw stolen from the warehouse, which led to another arrest. Urabe stated that he went to Yokohama City after receiving instructions from local acquaintances. Because the internet can never steer you wrong, fellas.
That's right.
Always make sure to document all of the crimes that you commit. And the police will never, ever catch you, April Fools.
Yo, I got a question. Do you think ChatGPT turned him in? Like ChatGPT secretly has a heart of gold? ChatGPT is like, "Hey, coppers,
You think?
I got one for you," and he's really dumb.
You know what I honestly think? I honestly think AI is just doing it to mess with us. So sometimes they'll like rat people out and turn them in, and other times they'll be like, "Yeah, like, dude, so how much do sell this chainsaw for? Dude, you can get at least $1 million for it for sure. It's like a vintage, like very rare, hard to find one. I think it's gonna play like Russian roulette with every single answer. It's just gonna give you the not like the correct answer, like the weirdest answer. You mess with us. I swear to God, like there's like experts saying 5 to 10 years, AI is just gonna kill us one way or another. And like I think it's not there yet, but like it's just gonna keep messing with us one way or another.
Oh my God, I hope it doesn't mess with me. ChatGPT, we're cool, right? We're cool. All right, next story. All right, here we go. I've got one about a cherry blossom festival being canceled because of unruly tourists, but we already kind of like talked about that. But
No, say it ain't so, Johnny.
yeah, well, I
Say
mean,
it ain't so.
we already kind of talked about this, but I guess there's a festival that's by Mount Fuji, but they've been having so many problems just prior to the festival where like tourists are like barging into people's homes and like using their bathrooms and like going doing all sorts of crazy stuff and I don't know.
Seriously?
Oh
Man,
yeah.
that's
Oh yeah.
terrible. That's really
Did you
bad.
imagine like a tourist coming in like I gotta take a shit and you're like oh my God get out of my house but no like anyway so
But I believe me and my good buddy Mr. Baseball Bat might have a thing or two to say about that.
true that but yeah so anyway I'm gonna skip that article if you want it faders I can send it to you anyway moving forward woman arrested for leaving young child in car while she was playing pachinko as you do actually this is something that happens like well, that would happen like in the 1980s, you know, like when you're a little kid, your parents would go grocery shopping, but they would leave you in the car and they would roll down the window like an inch, and you just sit there. And this is like before iPhones and stuff. You just look out the window, and if you're lucky, you had a comic book. Did your parents ever do that with you?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. Like all the
Yeah.
time.
It was a different time. And I'm not condoning or endorsing that like sort of behavior. Like it was a different time. People did that, but like it's not I would not do that to my child.
What do
I
you?
would
You
not
don't have a
do
car.
I would not allow a lot of the stuff I used to do when I was a child. Dude, I used to like climb because my grandfather was like he was a farmer. He had like a huge farm. I would just like when I was like 6 years old would scale up like a 3 or 4 story like barn, not by the ladders, just scale up it like freestyle. When I was 6, I wouldn't allow my child to do that.
Oh my gosh. Well, that's pretty
Yeah.
crazy. Yep. Generation X. We're harder, stronger, and maybe not smarter. Anyway, moving forward, okay, a 31-year-old woman has been arrested on suspicion of parental neglect after she left her young son alone in a car in a parking lot at a pachinko parlor in Noyoru City, Hokkaido. Police said Sunday that the woman, who is a medical officer worker, played pachinko for an hour from 6:30 p.m. on Saturday, leaving her son in the car, Hokkaido Broadcasting Corp reported. The car's engine was turned off and all the windows were closed. Well, actually, Hokkaido right now is really cold, so this really isn't a bad thing. If it's like 100 degrees or like 45 degrees outside, that's a different story. But right now, it doesn't seem that dangerous. An employee of the Pachinko parlor saw
That
the
was pretty far north, dude. Like, yeah.
It's cold, but it's not that cold. I would say it's probably like 25 degrees centigrade. Anyway, an employee of the Pachinko parlor saw the child and reported to the police that a child around the age of 2 or 3 was in the back seat of a car all by himself and crying, end quote. Okay, well, he was crying. I guess that's kind of bad. Playing pachinko, it's not the best of excuse. If she had to run in and get some eggs and milk or something, I can understand that. If she's paying for gas, I can understand that. If she's buying smokes in a six-pack, I can understand that. But the thing is, I don't know. Playing pachinko, that's just negative on top of negative. Tom, your thoughts?
Nah, that's just bad parenting, dude. Like if don't have kids, if that's what you're gonna do, don't have kids, man.
Yeah.
It's like some of the stupid parents that shouldn't have kids like have them anyway, and like they're spending like all their like milk and bread money on like $5 scratch off lotto tickets because it's like next time's gonna be the time I get lucky. No, it's not.
True that.
Some
Hey,
people should just not be reproducing. That is irresponsible parenting, and I say that as a parent myself.
and gambling is bad, dude, and it's coming to Japan, dude. They're working at the casinos now. Next story.
Yes. What could possibly go wrong with that?
Everything.
All right, here we go. Fukuoka teacher was accused of groping an undercover police officer on the train.
Oh my goodness.
A 44-year-old junior high school teacher was arrested on suspicion of groping a woman on a crowded morning train in Fukuoka Prefecture on Monday. It was upon the arrest of Naoki Seno, a full-time teacher at a middle school in Fukuoka City, that he discovered his victim was an undercover police officer. Upon his arrest for violating the prefectural nuisance prevention ordinance, he denied allegations, telling investors, "I have no recollections of pressing my crotch against the woman," repeatedly. According to Railway Police Force, the incident took place at 8:25 on Monday aboard blah, 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 blah. You get the idea. The 33-year-old female officer was dressed in plain clothes and assigned an anti-groping patrol. Was standing in a packed carriage where she suddenly felt pressure from behind. For approximately 7 minutes, Sano allegedly maintained an unnatural position with his knees bent to continually press his lower body against the woman's buttocks. It says officer's buttocks.
That's called the jackrabbit, right? He's like bent over like this, going gotta.
Yeah, pretty much. So yeah, see, this is the thing, and like it's not happened to me, but like according to some of my female friends and acquaintances, like it's a problem where like okay, like if a dude's groping a girl, he can be called out on that, but like essentially like a lot of my female friends and acquaintances have complained that like dudes like keep their bodies up, but like they get a hard start grinding on them, and like it's like it's dude. Still hella gross, but like it's like that quote unquote deniability is like, oh, why didn't you use my hands? I didn't touch it. I don't know what you're talking about. It's crowded train. So I think it's good that they're sending out female officers to bust some bullshit like this, because dude, I don't do that shit.
Yeah, dude.
Most men don't, but it's like it. But that's fucking horrible. Like a vast majority of men don't do this shit, but enough of them do that women had to put up with this bullshit, and they should not have to. Like I don't know what else. I don't know what else to say about this issue that hasn't been said already. Like, yeah, that's cool, man. Like, that's a good idea. Send some undercovers out there to take care of the problem. Dude was clearly in the wrong, and he doing fucked up his entire life. So I have no ounce of sympathy for him either. Don't do that. Not cool.
Not cool. All right. Speaking of, well, I'm gonna skip this article. Okay. I got one that's not cool, so I'm gonna do a more mild one before I go to the super not cool one. Okay. Question, Tom. Okay, so you got a kid. You got a wonderful kid, Dano, and does he collect anything? Yeah. Does he collect like baseball cards or anything like some kind of comic books or something? What does he collect anything?
Nah, he's just got like a lot of toys, probably more than he needs.
Probably. Most kids do. But okay, so he's not into Pokemon cards.
No, he probably will be soon, because a lot of kids in the neighborhood play it, and I'm cool with that. Pokemon's fine, but like he's not up to that. Like, dude, he's 6. He's not quite up there. You know what I'm saying, with the math and strategy.
Yeah. Well, anyway, people these
not a bad hobby. Nothing against it, but like I get what you're going. Like he's not quite there yet.
Fair enough. Okay, well, these days, a lot of kids are, even a lot of adults, a lot of guys in their 50s and 60s. Dude, I saw a lady, she must have been like 70, and she had a big Zelda t-shirt on the train. I was like, what? Of course, she was a foreigner. She's a tourist. But anyway, a lot of people all over the place are into Pokemon cards. I don't collect Pokemon cards. I'm not into Pokemon. I don't care about it. I don't even get it. But anyway, I understand that it's very valuable and people are into it. Did you hear about that story about those that group of kids that walked into a Pokemon shop with guns and like basically they like at gunpoint they robbed a bunch of like customers and then they broke like the glass containers holding like very very valuable Pokemon cards and they stole like hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of Pokemon cards. Did you hear about that? That took place in New York, of course.
Yeah, I did.
Mm-hmm.
One of my buddies, he's from Chicago, but like he comes to Japan like once in a while, like so he's super up on that stuff. Like, yeah, I did hear about that. That was hardcore. But like, hey man, it sounds like a pretty good score until they got busted. Don't be stealing. But yeah.
I don't think they got busted. But anyway, here we go. Moving forward regarding Pokemon, because this is a Pokemon of a story. Man fatally stabs Pokemon shop employee in Tokyo, and then he kills himself. The story takes place in Tokyo. A man fatally stabbed a woman working in a Pokemon store in Tokyo's Ikebukuro district. Oh, I love Ikebukuro. On Thursday evening before dying from self-inflicted wounds, according to police. The attacker was identified as Taiki Hirokawa, 26 years old, occupation and residence unknown, and the victim was a 21-year-old part-time worker of Hachioji, Tokyo. Oh, that sucks. You're 21 years old, you're stuck working at a Pokemon shop, slinging cards, and somebody stabs you. That sucks. What a horrible way to go. Unless you love Pokemon, then I guess it's a good way, but I don't know. Still, it's pretty bad.
It's 21, you're going to punch out your ticket in a brutal murder?
Oh, that's horrible.
Very good to me.
Sounds pretty bad. The two knew each other. Oh, the plot thickens. The two knew each other, and Harukawa had previously consulted the police about being stalked by Hirokawa. Oh, okay, so that's the girl and that's the guy. Okay, hey, thanks for writing their names in, stupid news article. An investigative source said. Both the attacker and the victim were confirmed dead after being transported to a hospital unconscious, according to police. Well, I guess apparently Pokemon had nothing to do with this story. It's just so happened to be at a Pokemon shop. Oh, Pokemon. Security footage of the incident...
No, she just worked there.
Yeah, she just worked there. Security footage of the incident, which occurred at around 7:15 p.m. at Pokemon Center Manga, Tokyo, within the Sunshine City commercial building, showed the man entering the store and proceeding to stab the woman in the neck at the store. Jesus, oh, that sucks. Dude, and you know that store is filled with so many young kids. Like all these little kids that are collecting Pokemon cards just saw this girl get smoked. Oh my God. They're going to be traumatized. You think that,
dude, because I've been there before with my kid. I'm very glad I didn't go on that day.
Oh my God, you'd have to explain more than the birds and bees to your kid in the future. Okay, the attacker also stabbed himself in the neck at the counter, the police said, adding that the bloody weapon was found nearby covered in a cloth, but with its blade visible. The store sells goods related to the globally popular Japanese media franchise Pokemon. Well, that was awesome to understand. Of course we knew that. Thanks, news article. Japan Times.
Pokemon? What's that?
It's so stupid. Oh, these articles, the way they're written sometimes is just mind-blowing. But anyway,
do you mean the way they're mistranslated?
Oh, that's probably
this is all written in Japanese, and sometimes they're basically translated in a hurry by some people whose English is maybe not the best.
Yeah, that's true.
Put it that way.
That's definitely true, and we've been talking about that for ages because we've been stuttering and stumbling over words for ages as well. But yeah. At first, I thought this is a Pokemon like attack, where people are trying to like stab people to get their cards. But no, this is like a love quarrel or a broken up. I mean, pretty much probably she broke up with this guy. He's a little older. He's out of his mind. Maybe he's jealous or something. He's jealous of Pokemon being with his girl or something. And yeah, he just took it to the next level. Stabbing himself in the neck. Oh my God. That's, oof.
Yeah, he's a complete psycho. No, the really sad thing is also F all the racists. By the way, when this story first came out, they didn't release names. Then released a bunch of details, and like a bunch of the Japanese racists hopped on and said, "Well, she could have been stabbed by a foreigner." It's like, No, dude, they always immediately release that information. Like if it's a foreigner, they'll let you know. But like, no, it was Japanese on Japanese, which doesn't make it any better, but also racism bad. Please don't do that. Let's all try to get along. But no, this poor lady, like, it's unclear because like it's a little bit murky. Like I don't know if they did date or if it was just like a straight up psycho stalker. But regardless of it, like she did her due diligence. She went to the police. She got a restraining order. Says this guy's talking to me. Make it stop. Make him go away. And this is how it ended.
Well, I mean,
so I feel really bad for this young lady. Regardless, like even I'm not sure if she did date him before, but even if she did, dude. Especially when you're that age, when you're 21, we've all been on some bad dates and going, yeah, I don't think there's going to be a second date here. You know, when you're that age, you don't always make the best decisions. Even if you don't, like, even when you're older, sometimes you go on dates and it's like going, not this one. Keep this away from me. Definitely no. And like, it was bad enough. She went to the cops and got a straight up restraining order. He went before court. He was found guilty and he paid a fine. That's it. And walked out of there. They didn't like track him. They didn't keep track of it, anything. And then this happened. So he was like, up in the stalkerific game. So, ugh. Yeah. All I can say is I hope there's a special place in hell for him.
Think it's a Pokemon hell?
Yeah, Pokemon hell.
Oh my god.
Pikachu keeps poking him in the naughty places.
Maybe.
No, I think the special place in hell, like, this is what he deserves. Like, she goes to heaven. She lives her lovely, idealistic life. His punishment is to sit in hell and have Pikachu poking him in the naughty places and just watch her live her idyllic life. You get to watch her, see her be happy, and he's just miserable.
Well,
that's him.
I'm not religious, Tom. But the thing is, though, for her, maybe working at Pokemon was heaven, but it could also be hell. So maybe for her to be working at Pokemon or being in a Pokemon heaven for the rest of like eternity, maybe that's a good thing, but it could also be a bad thing because we've all had jobs that we thought were cool that wound up being not cool, So I don't know.
I understand that. But like, keep in mind, this is one of the Japanese hobbyist things. Like, they don't hire casual fans. If she got hired at a Pokemon place, she knew her shit.
Yeah, that's true. You. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Maybe it was a good job. Maybe it wasn't. I don't know.
Well, I mean, in the end, it obviously wasn't. In the end, it obviously wasn't. But yeah. But you're absolutely right.
I don't know if that's related to the job, though.
That's true.
I think it was her personal circumstances that didn't work. Dude, abort. Let's just stop talking on this.
All right, fair enough. Yes.
This is not going to get any better, man.
No, okay. I'm a couple of show chews deep. All right. Your story. Last story.
Let go, man. All right. I can't find this. Man, I found a really good one earlier. They can't find about like two elementary school teachers boinking.
Really? Wow. No, I've got a terrible one. I got another love cruel one. Cruel.
Can I do one more? Actually, my tablet just died. You know what? Your turn again.
Oh man, dude, I'm getting too.
Sorry, dude. It was like a low battery. My bad. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Here we go.
You, dude.
Here we go. Man arrested after dousing ex-girlfriend with boiling water and hitting her in the face with a frying pan. The story takes place in Osaka. Aishiteru. Mwah. Police in Osaka have arrested a 54-year-old unemployed man.
Well done.
Tom, come on. Have some class. Police in Osaka... Too soon. Way too soon. Let me finish. Police in Osaka have arrested a 54-year-old unemployed man on suspicion of attempting to kill his 49-year-old former girlfriend during an argument over their getting back together, which obviously didn't happen. The incident occurred at around 7:30 p.m. on Saturday, Senkai Shimbun reported. Police said Koichi Sasaki, who lives in Nishinari Ward, is accused of assaulting his ex-girlfriend at her home in Suminoe Ward by dousing her with boiling hot water from a kettle, strangling her, and hitting her in the face with a frying pan. The woman sustained a head injury and burns to her neck. Oh, God, yeah, that's bad. Police said Sasaki immediately turned turned himself in at a nearby police box stating, quote, "I beat my ex-girlfriend, and terribly," end quote. And terribly. Dude, beating her
with him?
beating her in the first place is terrible, but adding terribly on top of that, that's even worse. But even no matter what, that's so bad. He was quoted as saying he had gone to the woman's home to discuss reconnecting, which led to an argument. Obviously, getting together was a bad idea, and meeting him was a bad idea. Police said they had previously received complaints from the two regarding troubles in their relationship. Yeah, listen, if you break up, don't get back together. Don't do it, because the thing is, when you break up for one terrible reason, getting back together means that terrible reason is going to resurface and resurface and resurface and resurface. Never get back together with somebody who you broke up with, especially if violence is involved, because if violence is involved, it's coming back. It never goes away. Violent people are always violent people, and that's that, dude. A fact's a fact, Jack.
I can vouch for that, man, because like one of my girlfriends used to get really loony, like the crazy belly dancer. And like, actually, I would vouch for this, even if there's no violence involved. If you break up, just stay broken up. Don't play that game where you back together again. But like, no, because I've done that before. I made that mistake before, and it was not a good idea.
It's only good for like the first 2 hours. Like, oh, we're back together. Oh, that's great. And then all of a sudden she says one thing that upsets you, and then you say one thing that upsets her, and then it's basically cats and dogs. Oh man, yeah. Getting together with an ex is, unless it's like Harry Met Sally, or if it's like 10 years later or 15 years later or something like that. Maybe that's okay. Maybe that's fine. But in this case, it just seems like it's like the next day. That's bad.
Yeah. Yeah, don't do that. If you broke up, you broke up for a reason. Just move on.
That's right. Well,
I can see 10 years later, after some things happen, some introspection on both of us. I that's okay. You're different people. Maybe you worked through some issues. Maybe you went to therapy. Whatever.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah.
Like, no. It's like,
anyway,
let's just get back together and have another shit show. How crazy do you want to get? Because, like, yeah, I mean, I made that mistake before. I could do a whole other podcast on that. We won't now.
Like, you've already told that story several times.
Yeah. How many stories are there? We'll save it for another time. No.
Quite a few. Well, Tom, in this podcast, we've learned a lot of things. We've learned about beetle fights. We've learned about international tourist trashing, cherry blossom festivals. We've learned about, Pokemon cards. Great to play, great to collect, but proceed with caution. We've learned a lot about couple therapy. I don't know. Tom, what have you learned in this episode?
I don't know, man. Like, I've learned to support the artist and maybe go to Art Tank. Don't know where to hear that one from.
I don't know. But I've also learned that shochu is pretty amazing. Holy smokes, this is great. Tom, I know that you're sober right now, but oh, jeez Louise. Yeah, woo! Firewater. My goodness. Oh, jeez. But Tom, you were never a shochu drinker, right?
On occasion.
On occasion. I'm more of a shochu drinker these days. Beer is fine, but shochu, whew.
Yeah, dude, I swear to God, every time I talk to you, it's always a different booze. It's like, oh, I'm into beer. Oh, I'm into wine. I'm into sake. I'm into this. I'm into that.
You know, that's completely not true. I think you're dry drunk at this moment. I'm usually like whiskey, beer, and then shochu. Nihonshu, I've never really been into. I tried Nihonshu. It's like wine. I've tried to get into it, but it's just like, I don't know. It's not for me.
My personal opinion, just stay away from the demon drink.
What's the demon drink?
Strong zeros, man.
Oh, God, strong zeros? Dude, everybody's had a problem
with
those.
Should not be legal.
Oh, my gosh. What, was that what put you on the wagon? The strong zeros?
Yeah, that's pretty much what caused all the problems.
Ah, God. Well, so the thing is, they're so cheap, and the alcohol level is just so high, and there's no sugar in it, so you're just like, well, this is like a diet drink that's got alcohol, and it tastes like tastes like Fruity Pebbles. How can this go
Basically,
wrong?
it just goes down like it goes down like water, and like they're nice and sweet. There's like artificial sweeteners. Yeah, whatever. They're the demon drink. It
God.
shouldn't be legal, I swear.
Yeah, they're pretty wild. Anyway, Tom, we're all rooting for you. We're all really happy that you're on the wagon. I apologize for indulging, but I mean, hey, I told you beforehand that I was gonna drink. So anyway,
You ain't gonna hurt my feelings, Johnny. Don't worry about it.
yeah, I've known you for too long. I've known you for like how long have I known you? Since like what, 2012, 13?
Nah, before that, dude.
Tatsuichi. Oh my goodness, yes, Tatsuichi. Probably 2008, 6, 8.
2006 or 7, maybe.
Dude, I drank with you at the Coins DJ bar. Remember when that was open?
Yeah, that was a good place.
Dude, that's turned into like a Chinese restaurant, a Filipino restaurant, a Mexican. It's turned into every restaurant except for a Japanese restaurant since it was like the Coins DJ
It was
bar.
an Italian restaurant for a while too.
It's an Italian. Oh yeah, gosh, yeah, they don't last very long.
I don't know. I haven't been there. Like, yeah, that was a good place, man. He used to party with the owner sometimes, man. He was a good guy.
Oh my gosh, yeah,
Forgot
that
his name,
Coins
but-
bar was great. Oh my god, dude, the crazy thing is there'd be like, I mean, this is way back in the day when people had records. But you go down there and there'd be some like local legends from like like local soul legends or local techno legends in Tokyo that just want to play and drink with their friends. So they would go there with all their records and they'd be playing like some of the hottest tracks at the time. They'd play like white label tracks and dub plates, and you're just like, oh my god. Holy shit. Is that Tatsuya? DJ Tatsuya? Oh my god, that's crazy. You get like this awesome like private show almost,
Because it was underground, like a lot of these places, you just got to know the right hot spot or the hidden gem.
Yeah.
Like they were cool with everybody, but a lot of these people were big name, but they wanted a place that wasn't like a crazy club. They just wanted to do their thing. Sure, they're recognized and they had fans and friends and everybody, but just like wanted to keep it cool to like a somewhat minimum.
Yeah.
Because like you've DJ'd big events. I've been to big events. Like they're cool and all, man. I like some of the talent, but like, it's crazy, it's jam-packed, it's crowded, it's expensive. But some of these places, and Ensoft was another one as well, which is shut down. Like some of these places, like they were like, cool places, like the events. If you were in the know and you were dialing in the scene, everybody was really cool.
Yeah, Milk is another one.
Partying wasn't super expensive. You could go out there, like see A-list DJs. You just had nowhere to go, man. Like back in the day.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
like,
yeah.
Now I guess we're both getting old. I had a kid, and I don't do that stuff so much anymore. So
Well, another thing is
it's how it is.
there's no real I mean, the thing is, it's just like you can't, like, if there's something's underground, nobody talks about it. There's no phones. Like, there's all these, like, kind of like fake underground Japanese bars and restaurants or whatever, but they're all fake. Everybody knows they're like mainstream because all the tourists like put them on Instagram and TikTok or whatever. Like, hey, what's up, guys?
I don't know.
Underground place, like fucking for me, the Beetle fights. Did I say where it was? Did I say anybody who was involved? No. Will I? No. If somebody asked me like, hey man, tell me about the Beetle fights, I ain't gonna say shit because I don't want like a bunch of tourists showing up with like their cameras and like trashing the place and like doing TikTok videos and
Would
stuff.
they even be allowed in though? But like, I don't know, man. Like,
I don't know.
I don't know. The young kid, whatever, like whatever's happening, hip hopping and whatever. He said, I don't know what the kids are saying. Oh, by the way, 6'7" thing. My kid was 6-year-old in Japan. Who English is not his first language is doing that. Like, I don't know what the kids are doing these days. Like, who knows? Like, we were wrong. We were right.
Yo, I got one for you, man. Dude, my wife was complaining because on the train there's like this white lady, and I guess she was a tourist, and she was screaming and yelling and complaining about something, whatever, with like her friends. So like she was like angry about something, right? And my wife was like, she's like so annoyed. She was like finishing work and she just wanted to get home. So anyway, my wife came home. She told me the story like, oh God, this fucking Karen. This Karen was on the train. And I'm like, wait, you know the word Karen? Did you hear that from me? Or is that like an English Karen? She goes, no, is Karen English? And I was like, dude, Karen's like an English term. We call like the foreigner people, like, like the Americans and British and Australian like women that go crazy about shit. We call them Karens. Did they say the same thing in Japanese? She goes, yeah, of course. So in Japan, they call those foreigners, the foreigner women that go crazy about shit, they call them Karens. And I think a lot of people in Japan didn't even know that Karen is actually an English term. And like, yeah, isn't that crazy? Like, my wife didn't know that was English. It's like, yeah, Karen. Yeah.
I feel like really bad for any woman who over a certain age who was actually named Karen before it became a term. And like, I bet a lot of them now are going by K or Kate or something.
Probably. Karen!
Probably.
Oh, my God. Dude, yeah, that's crazy, man. But yeah, so like, yeah, there's so many international ladies that come to Japan that cause a lot of havoc and trouble and annoyance, where they basically use the term Karen. And it's so popular to call these women Karen that basically they don't even know that it's an English term originally for like a foreigner's name, I guess. Isn't that crazy? Oh, fucking Karen. Yeah, bye, Ken.
Yeah, it's pretty out there. Like, I don't know, man. Like, I haven't seen like a ton of bad behavior lately, but like, I am not like, I'm out of the city. I'm out of the rat race. Like, I'm not as out and about as you are.
I take 6 trains a day.
I was still going to Tokyo every day, man. I was there today. I was there in the thick of it, man. Like, I don't see as much, man. I'm just like, I don't know. I guess I'm not out in the bad spots and the party spots or whatever.
I'm jealous. I'm jealous, but I'm not jealous. But anyway, yeah, it's pretty cray. Dude,
that's pros and cons. I'm just at a different stage in life, man. Like,
like
don't have a kid unless you're ready for it. Like,
yeah, no. You're doing the right thing, man. You're doing the right thing, and we all support you, man. I mean, you're working hard. You got a new job. You're doing the best you can. You're in the suburbs now. You've got a house. I mean, you're not drinking that much. I'm sure you're having a couple of beers here and there, but yeah. But the thing is, it's just like, I mean, you're making all the right decisions, and we all support you, bro. So yeah, keep it up, man. Keep it up. as I drink shochu. It's got to be in Japan, for God's sake.
I seek Art Tank. I'm gonna see if our buddy Brian's gonna be available as well. Like, I'm meeting him this Saturday. Like, because I know your event will be roll through till next Saturday. Like, I don't know. I'll be there next Saturday, but like, I'll see if I can bring Brian as well. I'll see what he's doing. I'm gonna talk to him.
That'd be great, man. All right, dude. Organize it where you can see Anthony H, dude. He'd like to see you too.
I would. Oh, yeah, dude. Because like, I got him those custom like sneakers. Like, your event's gonna delay it because he's busy with. But he was telling me, he's like, dude, if you want, we can go to like Nippori and like I can like show you the store. You can pick out fabric and blah blah blah. And at first I was a little resistant. I'm like, I'm trying to be a good father and be home for something. Now I'm starting to think about it. I was like, well, if it was like down the road in advance and like I knew, like, it'd be kind of cool. Because like, what do I know about like making sneakers or whatever? Not a whole lot.
You should do it.
A lot.
You should do it.
Dude, I love that guy. I love the way he like sits there and like breaks everything down. Because like the way his mind works, he's like, he's a smart dude. He's like, yes. So he's getting a lot of ideas. So like, I don't know, man. Like, maybe I'll get back to you in like a month or two. Like when it's ready, like, you take me to Nippori, you give me the factory place, like where like they got all the fabric and blah blah blah. So we'll see.
Do it.
We'll see.
Do it, man. Get that shit down. All right, Tommy. Well, thank you so much for fading with us today, man. And hopefully we can do this again. Maybe what day is today? Wednesday. Maybe we continue doing this every Wednesday or something like that or whatever. So.
Sure, man. I'll let you know. I'm assigned to a different place next week, but should be okay. Maybe.
All right, we'll figure it out. Faders, thank you so much. Call me. Faders, thank you so much for tuning into this very special episode of Got Faded Japan. It is April Fool's Day, April 1st, 2026 right now. And yes, pretty much everything's broken. Thank you very much for bearing with us in this horrible microphone situation. My microphone's busted. Tom's using a phone. If you can hear us, it's all good. And if you can't, oh my God, my bad. I'm exhausted. I've had a horrible day, but I'm so happy right now because I'm chilling and fading with you guys, and you too, Tommy. Kai kampai to all you guys out there. And if you've been drinking during this show, that's fucking awesome. And if you haven't, mad respect to you all. Anyway, thank you so much. Patreon, go to the Patreon. We got a Patreon over there. Sign up for the Patreon. Support the show. Supports us. Keeps us going. And on that note, we're out of here. Peace.
Bye.
My brother, a goddamn shit-sucking vampire. Will you wait till Mom finds out, buddy?
I've got a government job to abuse and a lonely wife to fuck. As far back as I can remember, I always wanted to be a gangster.
God, the pressure! I can't take it! I can't take it! I can't stand to it!
You sure I should do this, man?
We're going drinking! We came, we saw, we kicked his ass!
Your move, creep.
Oh, man. I will never forgive your ass for this shit. This is some fucked up repugnant shit.
Ah, fuck it, dude. Let's go bold.